this is my project on what material could help stop global warming. My testable question was, which material insulates the best? My hypothesis was that out of vinyl block, a control of air, EPS, more commonly known as styrofoam, rock wool, and metal stud, I predicted rock wool would do the best due to the fact that it was actually designed to insulate as opposed to the others. My procedure was to cut a 1 by 1 foot square of each of the materials and sandwich it gently between two pieces of plywood. I would then heat one side of the plywood, the heated side, with a hairdryer on high for 16 minutes. Every 2 minutes I would use an infrared temperature measurement gun to take the temperature of each side and put these temperatures into a data table which I would later turn into graphs. The results of my project were as follows. In trial 1, the unheated side, rock wool was consistently the best, barely changing. Metal stud was consistently the worst. As you can see, this orange line is much higher than the rest. The only outlier was at 6 minutes when vinyl block shot up 6 degrees Celsius. I think this could have been a misread on the temperature gun. In trial 2, rock wool starts abnormally high, which could have been due to the temperature of the room. It then goes down and stays about where I expected it to be. Air and metal stud are doing the worst, as I expected. These two graphs are just the heated side, which aren't as important and just go to show that heating with a hairdryer is very uneven. If I were to do it again, I would have used a different heat source that was more reliable. This is the most important graph, which shows the difference between the starting temperature when it was completely unheated and the ending temperature after it had been heated. As you can see, vinyl block is in trial 1 rose about 1 1/4 degrees Celsius, and in trial 2 only about half a degree. Control air was the second worst, rising almost 3 degrees Celsius in trial 1 and 4 degrees Celsius in trial 2. EPS was right in the middle of the field, raising about 1 3/4 degrees Celsius in trial 1 and 2 degrees Celsius in trial 2. Metal stud did by far the worst, raising almost 5 degrees in trial 1 and 3.5 in trial 2. Rock wool did the best, only raising about 0.1 degrees in trial 1 and actually going down 0.3 degrees in trial 2. As you can see, it started off higher and then ended up lower. I think that was either a misread or the temperature of the room change. In conclusion, rock wool should be used whenever possible to insulate a house. It's very cheap, relatively, and will work incredibly well on reducing your heat emissions, energy bills, and you won't put out as much energy to help global warming. I chose to do this project because I'm really passionate about global warming and I wanted to stop it.